Today, we need to talk about this spot on the board right here because a lot of you are going to be faced with this decision in your second round. You have two back-to-back second-year running backs in Ashton Jeanty and Omarion Hampton, who are going above guys like Saquon and Derrick Henry. This is definitely a zone you need to capitalize on. If you miss on this zone, honestly, you're going to be hurting the entire season. First up, Ashton Jeanty. In his rookie season, Ashton Jeanty had 266 carries for 975 yards and 3.7 yards per carry, but he was averaging 0.6 yards before contact, which was the worst in the entire NFL. He was running behind a Raiders offensive line that was ranked 30th in the NFL in run blocking, so essentially all of Jeanty's yards came from his production alone. All of Jeanty's struggles in year one were not from him, but rather the situation he was in, and that situation appears to be fixed as Vegas has now signed center Tyler Linderbaum and new guard Spencer Burford in free agency. They also drafted a lineman in round 3, and they get their left tackle Colton Miller back. He played in only 3 games last year before missing the rest of the season with injury. So for the first time, we're going to get to see Ashton Jeanty running with a real offensive line in front of him. If you go back and watch some of Jeanty's film from last year, you will see how good of a pure runner he actually is. I personally love this pick. I think he could easily finish as a top 5 RB. Omarion Hampton is a player who we only saw play for about 9 games, but in those 9 games, he was very impressive, especially for a rookie running back. And because Najee Harris is still an unsigned free agent and still likely recovering from the Achilles injury, there's currently no backup behind Hampton. But one of the bigger differences is Omarion Hampton is now playing behind offensive coordinator Mike McDaniel. I think Mike McDaniel is much better as an offensive coordinator than a head coach anyways. You can see how creative he got with his usage of Devon Achane when he was in Miami. I expect to see similar things for Omarion Hampton because he genuinely is a super athletic and talented back. And then you have both of these backs going over a guy like Saquon Barkley, who did not have great numbers last year as a top 4, top 5 draft pick in last year's drafts. Both Hampton and Jeanty have much higher ceilings than all the other running backs on this list. I can agree that they might be a riskier pick, but I think a lot of times if you really want to try to win your league, you have to pick for ceiling. So personally, I will be betting on Omarion Hampton's efficiency and opportunities this year, and also I'll be betting on Jeanty that he just had a historically bad situation last year, and that was the only thing holding him back. I would take either of these running backs before I take Jeremiah Love, who is currently going at number 12, and Jeanty and Omarion Hampton are going at 17 and 18. But anyways, that's my breakdown. Let me know what you guys think.